good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government presents Ibejuleke Model City Plan to stakeholders, projects axis for industry, tourism, others. Christian Association of Nigeria calls for peace, unity, as the world marks Palm Sunday. On the Quarantine International Committee of the Red Cross provides update on missing Gaza aid worker. And in sports, former Nigerian international Austin Okocha confident of Super Eagles' victory over South Africa in 2025 World Cup qualifiers. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Ibejuleke Model City Plan 2024 to 2044 has projected the fast-developing axis of Ibejuleke for tourism, industrial, residential, and agricultural development, among others. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, stated this during the final stakeholders meeting in Lekki LCDA Secretariat to ratify the provisions of the Model City Plan. Olumide, who highlighted the objectives and benefits of the plan, said its preparation marked a significant milestone in the development of Ibejuleke, the emerging growth pole of Lagos State. He said the plan had taken cognizance of the Themes Plus agenda and major development projects in the area, including Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Plant, Lekki Free Trade Zone, Lekki Deep Sea Port, and Alaro City, among others. The chairman of Ibejuleke LCDA, Abdullahi Uluwa, and his Lekki LCDA counterpart, Razak Kasali, expressed satisfaction with the plan's boundary capture and requested a 1-month grace period to submit a joint input to further enrich the plan. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA Community Engagement Team, has spearheaded an impactful door-to-door sensitization campaign across the Ikeja local government area. The initiative aims to significantly raise awareness about the critical issues of sexual and gender-based violence, SGBV, and cultivate a strong culture of zero tolerance within the community. Unile Kiri Community Development Association played a vital role in the campaign's success as community leaders actively participated, receiving comprehensive information, education, and communication materials and thorough briefings on the multifaceted nature of SGBV and the established effective reporting mechanisms. The leaders expressed commitment to disseminating this crucial information widely among their community members, fostering an environment characterized by openness and readily available support. The extensive outreach saw the DSVA team engaging directly with residents and stakeholders at various key points throughout Ikeja. These included interactions along Otumba Oludare Lane, Babapomile Street, Onibongo Road, Sunny Farm Estate, Olani Adebanke Close, Egba Street, and Alaji Shodeke Street, as well as the bustling cement bus stop. The Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, has commenced the first harvest of the year at its Avia farm in Badagry. The milestone achievement underscores the ministry's commitment to empowering women through sustainable agriculture and promoting food security across the state. Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation's agriculture project has provided men and women with demonstration plots and comprehensive training in cultivating cassava, plantains, and vegetables, among others. Under the guidance of experienced trainers, participants have gained hands-on experience in both farming and processing techniques, including transforming harvested cassava into gari. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, commended the trainees for their dedication and commitment. The Director, Poverty Alleviation Department at WAPA, Toyin Salami, highlighted the strategic importance of the Avia Farm initiative, noting that the program aligns with the Lagos State government's broader objectives of achieving self-sufficiency and enhancing food security. And now to the rest of the stories. As Christians across the globe celebrate Palm Sunday, the start of the Holy Week, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, is calling on Nigerians to embrace peace, unity, and compassion. In a message signed by its president, Archbishop Daniel Oko, CAN extended warm greetings to Christians and people of goodwill across the country. The association says Palm Sunday is not only a sacred time for reflection on the life of Jesus Christ, but also a powerful reminder of his message of peace, humility, and selfless love, values Nigeria desperately needs today. CAN strongly condemned the recent wave of violence in Plateau State, particularly the brutal attacks on April 4 in Bokos and Mangu local government areas, where dozens of innocent lives were lost. The Christian body described the killings as a gross violation of human dignity and a serious threat to Nigeria's unity. The association urged security agencies to act swiftly in bringing those responsible to justice. It also called on government at all levels to do more to protect communities and stop the bloodshed. President Bola Tinubu has directed the relevant education regulatory bodies to intensify efforts in clamping down on illegal tertiary institutions operating across the country. He stated this at the 14th convocation of the National Open University of Nigeria, NOUN, in Abuja. President Tinubu ordered the National Universities Commission and other agencies to take decisive action against what he described as certificate millers, undermining the credibility of the education sector. The president, who was represented by the Director of University Education at the Federal Ministry of Education, Rekia Iliasu, said it has become imperative to reiterate that this administration remains committed to strengthening the integration of all agencies involved in the administration of education to enhance efficiency and quality. President Tinubu also tasked NOUN to lead the country's transition into a digitally skilled economy, urging the university to embrace full online learning in line with its open and distance learning model. The federal government has convened an interministerial meeting to fast-track the process leading to full implementation of the agreements reached during the 2024 FOCAC summit during President Bola Tinubu's state visit to China. The meeting underscored China's $51 billion commitment to green infrastructure in Africa, identifying pathways for Nigeria to access at least $10 billion in funding. The Director of Regions in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Janet Olisa, said the interface and discussion was enriched with contributions from key representatives from various ministries and agencies. It also addressed bottlenecks hindering implementation with actionable steps outlined to fast-track projects, improve legal frameworks, and prioritize value-added exports to China. And now to foreign news. A Palestinian Red Crescent staff member who went missing in late March when 15 humanitarian workers were killed by Israeli fire is being detained by Israeli authorities. Spokesperson for the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, in Gaza, Hisham Mana, confirmed that it had received information that the Palestinian Red Crescent Society paramedic Assad al-Nsasra was being held in an Israeli place of detention. The ICRC said his families have been informed as per standard practice. It also noted that the Palestinian Red Crescent Society has been informed as they have special standing as a partner of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. Mana said the ICRC has not been granted access to Nsasra, who until Sunday had been declared missing, and also has not been able to visit any of the Palestinian detainees and prisoners in Israeli jails since October 7, 2023. And now sports. Former Nigerian international Austin Okocha has restated that he is confident that the Super Eagles will beat South Africa in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The Bafana has a comfortable lead at the group summit, having gotten 13 points from 6 games, while Nigeria has 7 points. Okocha stated that the Super Eagles players must win their remaining matches to qualify for the Mondial. And that's all for the news at 6. Always obey road signs and traffic lights. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Bajuleki Model City Plan 2024 to 2044 has projected the fast developing axis of Ibejuleki for tourism, industrial, residential, and agricultural developments, among others. As Christians across the globe celebrate Palm Sunday, the start of the Holy Week, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has called on Nigerians to embrace peace, unity, and compassion. We also told you that a Palestinian Red Crescent staff member who went missing in late March when 15 humanitarian workers were killed by Israeli fire is being detained by Israeli authorities. And in sports, former Nigerian international Austin Okocha has restated that he is confident the Super Eagles will beat South Africa in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.